Wahala in the paradise, oh hey! Birthday wahala. Tonto Dike came prepared this time around. In fact, she came with evidences. Guys, proofs no be here. Oh. Tonto Dike dragged her ex-husband olakunle Churchill, who happens to be the father of her son, over his birthday messages slash posts to their son on Instagram.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to
I don't know why any year this boy is celebrating his birthday, there must be wahala, there must be basbos. As in Tonto Dike and the ex-husband, their basbos go just the trend online. Okay, this year is not an exception. Yesterday was Tonto Dike's son's birthday. She gifted her son hectares of land and sent her warm wishes to her son with heartwarming messages. And Churchill, who happens to be her ex-husband, also sent his own. But guys, hey, when I say Tonto Dike came prepared, she really came prepared. So let's start by reading this her 6 points agenda directed to Churchill. And she said, being a father has less to do with your spammy and more to do with your heart. For the past 7 years, you have done it all to hurt King Andre, from spiritually to physically. You and your family have claimed severally that you won a court case on child custody, but you decided to leave the child for me. Let me ask you and those lots of questions. Who goes to court, wins a custody battle, and decide to forget about the child? Make it make sense. How intelligent do you sound? I have always known say you be lie. Even your lie self can even raise the person wey don buy. I won the case. It hurts you so bad that you were asked to pay CS fee and educational fee. The court of the law does not admit proofs wey no get sense, but the magnitude of my proof of your true nature made them understand my fears for life of my child and asked that you only have extremely strict supervised visitation by someone I trust. Why would a court put such a huge law on you? What you won was the price of CS fee after you told the judges you were broke and even demanded that I paid your transportation fees to court. It's all in the court transcripts, which you/lawyers should have, and I also have. Number 2, for 7 years, you have only paid 4 months CS fee, no/0 school fees, and have never ever done a visitation or attempted to. Yet you tell people that you don't have access to my child. After much begging and pleading, I let you come around for his first birthday with you contributing nothing, even a pin, or giving him a present. Yet you ran to social media to post pictures as though you lifted a finger, even told people you sponsored the party. My stand is my stand. I will not spend so much money taking care of a child alone for you to have a sex, only to deceive the world that you are taking care of him. You were caught 6 years ago to pay school fees by the school. You told them you had made a transfer and blocked them, so I decided to take away your surname from his permanently. If you can't be responsible for a child, you have no business in his life or owing one. I left you 7 years ago due to the beating and everything, and cheating and having no family value. But still, you managed to hustle my contacts to send a condolence for my mom, a woman who don't want you and not even send you, even come saying like you because of lie. But you can't use same energy to check on your son you created 7 long years. You are a by dad by choice and by heart and by pepper dem gang. E dey for your body, e dey even for the blood, and you even inherit them from your childhood. You claim I asked you to buy me a house. Lamo, your mama, after working with mental health hospital over 30 years in the UK, bought herself a home with the help of her London-based taxi driver boyfriend that often physically can't dey do am anyhow. Number 3, you couldn't put food on our table till the last 2 months before I left you. Then your first ever Yahoo money landed while being with you. First money I ever saw you spend, and you took your then side chick, now your wife, for holidays, abandoning your 7/8 months old. So how could I be asking you for a house for a man, from a man I was feeding, clothing, and man that even when you paid for the rented apartment we lived in, I pray for you because life was hard with you, came back after my son's delivery only to find out that you borrowed the money, and when they came to embarrass you with police and social media threats, I had to remember the fellows. You were partially living off money from my wealthy relatives who didn't want me to suffer. So basically, our financial status was based on what I brought in. How then could I have asked you for a house you clearly couldn't never afford at that time, or while you were still owing me from the wedding and bride price I used my money to marry you? Hey! All proofs and evidence remains on my YouTube channel titled Evidence 123 Wahala. If no one knows you, I do. You dey poor. No be only say you dey poor, but for inside again, for heart, you are still the same. Come full of so many lie. And for the love of Christ, you never named my son King Ada. That name came from my brother. Did you try to replace the real King Churchill Dikeh, or are you gaslighting me? I guess you will name your daughter King Tonto too, but it's just a name, so feel free. You always wanted to shadow of what I had. Is his name you have taken, but you can't take his destiny, blessings and grace. Regardless of what your plans are, you don't fail. The only thing you have achieved is wahala. Tonto Dikeh, na broken generation. Where is your daughter Bimbo that you lied to the whole world you don't have? And why don't you take care of her too, nor celebrate her? If she was born by a celebrity, would she have made you clout pretentious birthday post? A true by father indeed. I wake up each day apologizing to my son for having you as a papa. I don't regret the blessings. My regret is having you. If you are not a papa, you are the world number 1 by father. You are but a now wow. Thank you for making loving my son more come so easy by dodging responsibility and making me a proud father and mother. I rather not share, so you being a by father save me that torture. I have always been capable of taking care of what's mine. My son will never need a dime from you, not even your name. Meanwhile, guys, you notice that I omitted some certain words there. Please just pardon me. Anyways, if this Churchill truly is not taking care of this son that he has with Tonto Dikeh, and comes on social media or runs to social media to post birthday messages, birthday this, in pretense that he's a true father, my dear, what Tonto Dikeh is doing now, don't blame her. Although I'm not in support of people bringing their problems to social media, but you see this case, this particular one, it hurts so much. It hurts very, very well. Someone trying to gaslight you, trying to appear good before the public, giving us that good father syndrome vibe. Now wow. When she has been the one doing the heaven and earth for this child. Kai, some people get mind, sha. Some people get mind. Anyways, one particular comment got my attention because Tonto Dikeh has been lamenting on this particular issue, that people were even saying, Tonto Dikeh, because of her nature, we all know she's hyperactive, and people are blaming her, not knowing that this Churchill might actually be the problem. Some men have a way of pushing women to an extreme. Now when they react, you see them trying to gaslight that person, like as if the person does not know what she's doing, and they would try to paint themselves the good person before the public. Those kind of people, my dear, me personally, I dey fear them. So this person said, you see, this cheating part Toto said about Churchill is true. I did my IT in an hotel in Lekki some years back. When they were still married, Churchill can stay a full month in the hotel and is with different girls. Now so they carried them, and yes, he does yahoo. I know him very, very well. Then a very stingy customer. Wow. Now this other person said Rosie, who is his third wife, because Tonto Dikeh is the second wife. The first one, I don't even. Okay. That was the lady that Tonto Dikeh celebrated yesterday. That was Church. All right, that's Churchill's first wife. Rosie. This person said Rosie is staying to prove a point. We get people wey go by than let people know that they are going through pains. Considering the way she came in, she will not want to leave because the bashing will be too much. She by there. Exactly. Oh, anything that will make Rosie to go out of that or to come out of that marriage. Hey, she will suppress it, or she will rather endure than moving out. But the day she will decide to move out, netizens, Nigerians, everybody, the world is waiting for her. Because me, I believe, say, you see, the cane they use in flogging the first wife is waiting for the second, waiting for the third, waiting for the fourth, waiting for the fifth. Definitely. Though some people, you see, some people, they might treat one person bad, but when they meet the second person, they will adjust to that person's principle, and the marriage will last, the relationship will last. Everything just depends on individuality. What you can take, what you can tolerate is quite different from what another person can tolerate. That is why it's good for women to tell men, let them know how to treat you. Treat yourself right, so that then we see road to treat you right. Do not settle for less. Is when you tolerate and settle for less, they will treat you like a piece of garbage. When they go to another person who doesn't tolerate shit, they'll start treating that person good, because they will adjust to the person because they don't want to lose the person. So that's just it. Hopefully, anyways, let me not say hopefully, let's just keep on waiting. We are watching them. It is well. Anyways, guys, with that being said, that brings me to the end of this video. In case you're watching for the first time, this is Loudly Woman Uncut. Please do me that favor by subscribing to my YouTube channel and turn on your notification bell to always get notified anytime I drop new video or videos. On this channel, we react, we analyze, we give trending gist, celebrity news, true crime, and true crime stories. And to my returning subscribers, of course, you all knows that this video can never be complete without me appreciating you guys. Thank you for always watching, liking, commenting, and sharing. Whichever way you have contributed to this channel's growth, I do not take that for granted. And to you watching for the first time, thank you for watching. Bye bye for now, as I'm signing up for my next one. Peace out. Love you all. Okay, Messiano.